Good evening friends, today I am going to provide you another video of biology. This is the chapter number 6, the flower. What is the syllabus or content of this chapter? I am going to tell you. This one is the flower, the structure of a bisexual flower, function of various parts. Clear? This much only. But the brief introduction to complete and incomplete flowers, essential and non-essential role of a bisexual flower, their various parts and functions. Use of charts of actual specimens help chance clarity of concepts. Inflorescence and the presentation type are not required in the both cases. In case of the inflorescence and in case of the presentation, there is no need to require the detailed topic because it is not in your syllabus. So we are going to only with this one content. Clear? Let's start. You have already learned that reproduction is the most important function of any living organism for the survival of the species. In flowering plants, this function is performed by the flower. Only in case of the flowering plants. In non-flowering plants, there are the other parts play this important role. But in case of the flowering plants, it is the performance given by flower only. The flower is usually the most beautiful and conspicuous part of a plant. This is the general information regarding to the flowers. Now, what is the important part? The part of the flower. What is the structure of a bisexual flower? First, what do you mean by the flower? Flower is a specialized shoot in which the leaves are modified into the floral structure. These are the leaves only जो कि modified हो जाती है flowers में. Clear? First of all, there is a stalk pedicels which support the flowers. Some flowers may be without stalk scissors. The tip of the flower stalk may be expanded to form a cup shaped is known as the receptacles. I am going to show you the figure so you can easily understand this one. This is the stalk, the lowest part of the flower. ये क्या को stalk कहते हैं. From this it connect with the stem. What is the cup shaped body? It is known as the receptacles. This is the basal part of the flower, any part of the flower. The floral part are borne on the thalamus in the fourth row. This is also known as thalamus. And what are the four rows? It's present on this part. Clear? The first row is the green sepals, the leafy structure you can see here. Here collectively called calyx. This one. Second one, another one is the brightly colored petals. This is known as the corolla. The third row is the male parts of the flower. That is the symbol of the male. For long thread-like is processing somewhat projecting out and each usually ending with the bilobe tipped. These are stamen, collectively called the name is the androecium. You need to learn this one name because in the scientific way we just called this part. It is known as the androecium only. Each stamen consists thread-like filaments and bilobed anther. These it's having the two parts only, like anther and filament. Fourth row is the female part. This one is the symbols for the female. I am going to show you here in this one paragraph. Here it is. Okay. The symbol for the female, centrally located pistil that may be formed of a single female until carpel or of several fused carpels, collectively called gynoecium. This is known as the gynoecium. Here you can see that the part of fourth row of the flower. These are the ovules. What is a seeds-like structure present inside the ovary? This is known as the ovary, the outer covering of these ovules. And what is the longest thread-like structure is also here. This is known as the styles. And what is the topmost part of this flower? This is known as the stigma. This is completed the fourth row of the flower. Now the complete and the incomplete flower. In which flower, what are the four rows? If it is completely present in one single flower, this is known as the complete flower or the perfect flower. A complete or the perfect flower is one which contains all the four types of the floral structure. If one or more sets of floral structure are missing, the flower is called it is imperfect or incomplete. Clear? The complete and incomplete flower definition, very easy to learn because where the four rows are completely present in the one single flower, this is known as the complete or perfect flower. If there is a one or two parts is missing, that means it is the incomplete or imperfect flower. Clear? Next one is the essential or the non-essential part of the flower. Essential, reproductive, and non-essential is the non-reproductive parts of the flower. The essential part of the flower are those that are directly concerned with the reproduction. These parts consist of the stamen male parts and the carpels, it is a female part. Now you can understand this one. What are the essential part and what is the non-essential part of the flower? The non-essential, it is the accessory part or simply the helping parts which either protect the reproductive parts of the flower or make the flower attractive for the pollination. These parts, this is the only the function of these petals is here. It's going to attract the uh, insects or what are the other animals. They help in the pollination for the of the plants. These parts include the sepals and petals. In some cases, the petals and sepals are undifferentiated. Now, these are some definition is also here. One word में आपको पूछा जा सकता है, so you need to revise this very carefully. So, what are they? Where the petals and sepals, these two part, when it is undifferentiated, जहाँ पे different नहीं होके ये एक साथ join होंगे, this is known as the parent. When the parent is non-green, it is described as the petaloid. When the parent, this one, the part, the undifferentiated part of the petals or sepals, when it is non-green, this is known as the petaloid. And when the parent become green, like the sepals, it is described as sepaloid. Means when the petals is also look like green sepals, so that means it is known as the sepaloid parent. Clear? The petaloid and sepaloid. Now you can make the difference between the petaloid and sepaloid, where the petaloid, it is a non-green one, and the sepaloid, it is the green one. Hope it's clear. Now, what are the other some two important features of the flower? This is known as the bract. What is the bract? When a flower arises in the axil of leaf-like structure, in this structure is known as the bract. Bract may be green like ordinary leaves, or at the time they are colored, the large and colorful bract of bougainvillea. You saw this flower because easily we can get it anywhere. हमें मिल जाता है bougainvillea. You saw this flower also, but actually what is this? This is the flower. These the purple or magenta colorful features are present in the flower. It is known as the bract. It protects this flower structure. Is easily mistaken for petals. The actual flower in this case is small, somewhat cylindrical and attached on the inner side of the bract. Is present the inner side of the bract, and bract is going to protect these flower structure. Here is also the cylindrical shape of this flower is situated inside the bract. Next is nectaries. Most flowers produce a sweet fragrant liquid called nectar. Group of nectar secreting cells, nectaries, are situated usually at the base of the pistil or on the bases of the petals. Here is present, you can see that the tube-like structure is here. It's filled up with the nectar. What is the function of these kinds of flower? Nectaries are situated usually at the base of the pistil or on the bases of the petals. The nectar attracts insects like honeybees. It attracts the insects for the pollination. For cross-pollination, in some cases, nectaries are very prominent as in nostrum. Nostrum is the flower, और इसमें बहुत जगह करके ये चीज़ क्या मिलता है? It is just lies side from the flower. Okay, stem is here and this is here. It is filled up with the nectaries or nectar. Clear? So these are the structure of the flower. In next topic, I'm just going to clear the sexuality in flower and the general description of the floral parts. And in that one topic I can finish this one. I'll finish the complete chapter, and this is a very important topic for you because it is very important for the examination also. One word answer बहुत ज़्यादा पूछे जाते हैं, one word question answer इससे बहुत ज़्यादा पूछा जाता है. So what are the terms I told you, like petaloid, separate parent, florals, what is the meaning of calyx, corolla, androecium, gynecium, pistil, stamen. So you need to learn these all the terms. So hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Have a great day.